For someone who lived such a short life, Vladimir Andrushuk left so much behind. A well-looked-after pet cat, a career as a national decathlon champion, and an older sister who will always remember him like this.
Комунікабельний, дружелюбний.
He was sociable, friendly, and the best. He had a strong character. He was stubborn. If it weren't for these character traits, he wouldn't be in sports. If it weren't for these character traits, he wouldn't have gone to war.
In late January, Russia's war in Ukraine brought an abrupt end to the 22-year-old's life and his ambition to one day compete in the Olympics. According to Ukraine's foreign minister, Vladimir is one of more than 200 athletes and coaches who've been killed in the fighting. In light of these deaths and the devastation the war has caused, Ukrainian officials, including here at the Ministry of Sports, have called on the International Olympic Committee to ban Russian and Belarusian athletes from competing in the Paris 2024 Olympics. The International Olympic Committee says it's considering allowing those athletes to compete, but only under neutral flags that don't represent their countries. Neutrality is an illusion when Russia's aim is to destroy Ukraine, says the country's sports minister and head of its Olympic Committee.
If these Russian athletes came out against the war, against the aggression, that would be a sign that they're really neutral, that they don't support what's going on. But if they stay silent, that's implied support.
He showed us this video of a Ukrainian shot put thrower training under shelling, as well as these images that show the scale of destruction of Ukrainian sports facilities. There's also concern that Russian athletes could use the Olympics to taunt Ukrainians. It's something Serhiy Panisenko, a former coach of the national bike motocross team, says Ukrainian athletes have long suffered from. In 2014, when Russia annexed Crimea, one of his team members was stopped by a Russian athlete at an international tournament and told this.
He said, "It's pretty cool we were able to grab Crimea."
We caught up with Serhiy at a Kijev hospital where he was receiving treatment before reporting back to the front lines. After facing Russians on the battlefield, it's hard for him to imagine how they could ever meet again as sportsmen.
How can we stand next to our murderers on a pedestal? How?
A Russian foreign ministry spokeswoman said attempts to squeeze Moscow out of international sport were doomed to fail. The International Olympic Committee insists its mission is to bring the world together in peaceful competition. That mission will now not include Vladimir Andrushuk.
There was a funeral. We went to the grave. But we still can't believe that this happened to him, that he was given so little, that it was immediate death, that it wasn't an injury, that he didn't get a chance to live.